Hello. I know you don't hear much good things in my life, and sometimes I'm a crab. I was told I laugh too much, but on the other hand, I was told I'm angry and vindictive. Well, I have reasons for that. Life has been hard. And I know it has been for everybody, and I might sound sarcastic here, but somehow I think I feel a Tommy boy in me. Okay. Yeah. Whatever that means. But yes, I've learned a lot of things by having a child with a disability. I've learned a lot about myself. Taught me a lot. I used to be very, very fearful. Oh, very nervous, and I still am. I don't think that'll ever go away. Try to come on and be positive and say the good things, but I feel all the time that I have to explain first why I am the way I am, and then you know how far I've come. So, did some dishes. I don't know what you think about Santa, but it's a bowl. So yeah, there's the pizza pan. I used to be so nervous that, I just was so nervous, and I still am about everything, but it gets easier. And I've learned how not to be so afraid. Like, for instance, say you need baby formula or something, and you're walking into the store, and the kid is just screaming, and I mean hysterical, because say they don't want to go inside, so you sit in the car for a few, and you're like shaking, you're like, okay, what the hell am I going to do? I got to do this, so you're like, well, here's what I'm going to do. You make a plan. I'm going to try to stick them right in that seat on top. I'm going to go as fast as I can, only to the baby formula aisle, you know what I mean? And I'm going to get it, and I'm going to go through the cashier. I don't care if he's screaming, because no matter what you do, you can't console them, because they can't speak usually. Luckily, at 6, he did. But they can't speak. They can't tell you, what is wrong or what they need. So, you have to be a mind reader and a counselor, and things like that. A lot of things you have to be. So, there's nowhere to put my phone, but open these biscuits. So, you used to be afraid to tell anybody about it. And, it used to be, he has autism and blah, 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 and whatever. Oh, you do that a little bit in the line or whatever, or wherever you are, online, in line, outside of line, But I've learned a lot from it, and I can't speak at all, but one day I'm going to be able to. But I tell you about those instances, doctor's appointments, this, that, because one left in there. Because to show you how far I've come, okay? Now, a lot of times I stutter. I have vertigo. I have nervousness, generalized anxiety disorder, 13 to 15. And it's nerve-wracking. It's hard. So anyway, as I'm doing things, look, it needs to be cleaned, right? Yeah, sure. That'll work. And, see, don't forget to set the timer. Okay, don't dump the grease in the sink, which I don't. I got the oil thing right there. The one day there wasn't that much oil in it, right? And boy, did I get yelled at online. Jeez, mind your own business. Oh. So anyway, see, I'm still nervous and everything. But anyway, at least I can make some videos now, and I can, okay, start the time. I can, function more, right? So, it's taught me a lot to not be afraid, and who cares what people think, which you still do, but you do it anyway, you know, those type of things. But yeah, so I've learned a lot, and I have a friend on YouTube now that really helped me, because we talk sometimes, and sometimes just carry on the conversation from the next person, you know, and learn a lot of ways social media is terrible. Like, a couple of people are backing off from it, and I want to tell you that I've hardly go on because of that reason. So I understand, you know, look at all that. Gotta have, this is the best. So this helps me with my vertigo some, because I get sinuses. But all right, I'm gonna grab some cheese. So when I come on, I actually don't have it planned, and then I don't really know what. Yeah, fattening cheese. See, don't really know what I'm gonna say, but I want to come on and talk, because sometimes you just need to do that. And I really would like people to understand where I'm coming from, because you know, I feel funny about how different I had to live. I lack sleep all the time, but at least now it's more of a pattern. But you know, you can't make up the lost sleep and stuff. But so I can speak a little better than I did before, especially when it's I know what I'm gonna talk about, or what, you know. A lot of times it's hard to do, but anyway. So a couple of friends are backing away a little bit from Facebook, and I wanted to tell them hello, and that I totally understand. You know what I mean? Take as long as you need, because that happens, you know. So yeah, like our popcorn machine. Everything's a little dirty, but everything's a little cleaner. So, you know, that's just the way it goes. But yeah. So 1 second. You gotta hear the washer for a minute. When there's too much noise and everything, and when there's too much going on, it's hard for me to function. I used to be able to, you know, before disabilities, I used to be able to multitask and work and run a cash register and do 6 million things at once, you know. But pretty soon the body starts to just get tired, and the brain gets tired too, you know. So I imagine people think that I'm different and stuff. I like to talk with the friends on YouTube, because we've been through trauma, different kind of traumas, and they were ongoing. You know, I don't want to consider taking care of a disabled kid like trauma, but actually, when you already had trauma, it becomes trauma. Becomes more nervousness, you know, becomes, you know. Those of you that know, I smoke, and I'm actually rolling a cigarette. So when I'm doing things like this, I mean, then I can't concentrate. So people will think, you know, I'm scatterbrained. I'm what? They think a whole bunch of things. But I got a whole bunch on my mind, and it's not only, you know, just what I went through. It's what I'm learning, and what I know also. And see, I talk with a jerky in my voice. I'm nervous. But the thing is I'm doing it. I'm doing it nervous. I'm doing it afraid. God's taught me a lot with this, you know. I've had to ask for help so many times that I feel real funny about it. You know, people have helped me out with money, but I'll say I can't pay you back, and I still can't, just so you know. And I didn't get but $200 from my mom's wake. So, and that was money I had put into it anyway. So I still wasn't able to pay. So just want you guys to know that. But, you know, I was told people sent money to their person anyway, so I'm not going to worry that much. And when God allows me to be able to, I will. So, don't ask why that came out. There's so much that I need to talk about. There's so much that I've been through. There's so much that's unresolved, but there's so much I've learned. I'm just now, well, not just now, but the past few years, after my mom died, that put more stuff, you know, and now, like, what was I gonna say? I mean, that was it. It's like, you know, you gotta speak, you know. And I don't know, reading the Bible, listening to stuff like that, which I've slacked off for quite a while, but has helped me to see things that I took as, what would you say? I know I got the bacon going. I turned it down. As bad things, or whatever you want to say, you know. So, but they were opportunities to help me get past, you know, stuff. But look at the stack of papers, everything. I hope you can't even see it. The pool overflowed. It's filling back up. There's a lot. There's a lot to do to be able to manage. So, all right, here we go. Couple crunchy, but I've overcome so much, I guess. But I have also lost so much during this period of time. I've lost a lot, including almost myself in many forms. You know, if it was spiritually, or like meaning fleshly, losing yourself, cool. But meaning like not doing certain things anymore. But and I lost a lot of myself though spiritually. So through the YouTube friends and everything, I don't want to say slowly, but it is slowly getting that back. I have issues because, like right now, I'm not happy with my weight. I've never been one to lose weight. I've had jobs, strenuous jobs that kept me more in shape, but I was always a bigger person. And I feel funny when it's been a few hours. I haven't had time to get in the shower because I'm cooking. I'm doing things, but just basically, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. And as I stand here, I'm wobbling back and forth because it seems like I sang a song last night and I was kind of petting the dog, and it seems like I can do better when my mind's on something else and then I'm doing the something else at the same time. You know, and talking gets into real deep issues I have, and I mean, what counselor is going to help me with that except God? Okay, so I've been to counselors. They don't have the answers for what you're going to do. The closest one was a psychologist that was real awesome, but we couldn't keep going because it was more up north from us, so we just couldn't, because they gave you structure and routine and ideas and papers and stuff and certain exercises that went with what it was, you know, things like that. It's hard, you can't even explain it. So, yeah. No problem. Today's a little crispier than other days, but the thing is that sometimes the bacon is different. Sometimes it's more like ham, you know. So we're gonna make biscuits with just cheese. He doesn't like egg, and he doesn't eat really cereals. He did a couple times lately, but doesn't never eat cereal. Couldn't stand the formula. He threw up all the time. Had stomach problems. Doctor 3 times a week. RSV, thrush, meningitis, bacterial, group B strep bacteria, just so much. So got through it. So now the house deal, the fixing of it, the past owed money, everything. See, when I had my mom pass away, I was already in the hugest rut in the world. I had been in a rut since 1999. I think it all hit. It's still here. It still is hitting, just not as hard. So from 1999, when kids born 97, you're in a rut already with money. It takes money, time too, and if it takes time, you don't have the time to work. But I did. I worked all along up until 5 years ago, almost. But in between there, I did a job for almost 2 years online. So pretty much I didn't work in 3 years. Big deal. I've been working since I'm 15 on the slicer. Had to have a note from my mom and dad. And they know I managed all that. All managed. Throwing in grocery stores in between my routes. Doing everything. Also, going without medical insurance for 12 years. Going out without heat in my car under 0 degree. It was minus 15 a few of the day. I mean, just terrible. I've learned to have to suffer. Okay, so I've learned that I had to suffer, I guess. I'll let the dog in a minute. And through the suffering, I've seen that it's made me a better person, even though I might not act like a better person yet. I'm only just now seeing it, okay? I feel back then that I was a good person. I would help everybody every time they needed it. Move washers and dryers, air conditioners, refrigerators, help them move in and out of their houses. Many people I helped move. Many. And during the time having the kid with you and, struggling and doing it at the same time, hectic. But I had to quit all that. I had to focus on my life. Our life. He doesn't like to be outside anymore, and he'll bark if he's out there for 10 minutes. So, anyway, I'm going to take the biscuits out of the oven. And I don't know if I'll upload this video, but, a lot of people think that you're making videos or doing things to make other people look bad. It's not it. There's been many arguments. I'll do a video, and people think, oh, I'm putting them down, I'm making them look bad, I did this because of them and everything. But bull crap. Hey! Doing it because of me. Let me get the dog. Okay, so I did the biscuit thing and bacon and cheese. The dog's still barking. I paused it for 5 minutes. He's going to keep barking because it's very interesting that people tell me, well, you made it that way, All right, well, how could I make it that way when... All right, the dog's been out about 15, 17 minutes. Or how long is this? More than that, 20. All right, so I thought, well, I'll make a video. But I think going on. So I could be blamed for leaving him out too long, and I also could be blamed for... How would you say that? I could be blamed for leaving him out too long, not letting him out enough, not letting him out at all. Feeding him too early, feeding him too late, just like the kid. Well, don't get up right when they cry. I know that. Don't sit there too long either. You know? The dog has learned to bark. Because lately, we have like 7 months now or so. He found that out. How to bark to come in. He already knew how to bark when we got him. He was 3 years old. We didn't teach him all that. We got him when somebody else already tried to teach him. So. Alright, I still got to put the rest of the biscuits together. I didn't take that out of the pan yet, and here they are, so I need some new pans. Let me go get the damn dog. Okay. My goodness gracious. Yeah, I'm covering up the phone because there's junk. There's junk all over. That's the dog's blanket. See the hole? More holes than that. So, look, it got a vacuum. I do it every day. That's how bad it gets. Every day. I do it every day. All day, every day. And more than once. So, yes. 1 second. See? That's garbage picked. Not saying it to make you feel bad. This room in here is the, it's my coffee still. Well, it's still only my second. I'm drinking it cold for hours and hours. Because I haven't had time for myself yet. So here I am. I cooked a late lunch. Things are getting better. Tell you what, you can't ace balancing anything. No. Not when you have so much in your life. You might get down on yourself and thinking how bad you are because you can't do what regular people do in their life. Like, things. Basic things. Sleep. Eat. Like having a schedule with sleep. Having a schedule with eat. Having a schedule with work. I did have a schedule for 10 years. I can have a schedule with my job. That's easy. But having a schedule with disabilities when there's emotional, psychological, whatever you want to say, they can't speak, that's out of your control, And putting in the effort, and I'm saying that you can do this. But what I had to do to get him to talk was outrageous, really. I am not kidding you. Sitting in front of a computer for 12 hours, not being able to pee, not being able to get a coffee. Every time you did, if you did, we had dial-up back then. We didn't have this quick internet, but still ours ain't even quick here. But anyway, it's better than dial-up. If you did, it'd be a blowout. He never even slept in a crib. Didn't sleep with me either. He slept in a bouncy chair. A bouncy chair. That's what he was comfortable in, with a vibrating seat on it that the D batteries would wear out like once a day. They're expensive. It's different situations. It's constant battle. It's very hard. And then people wonder why I'm angry and vindictive, or possibly if somebody comes and attacks me or accuses me, they wonder why I react the way I do. They already know I'm going to react that way, and they're just doing that to get a rise out of me so they can go tell everybody else to take the blame off them, to take the bad feelings off themselves, and to put it onto me and possibly make it like I'm the one who caused the problem. How can I cause the problem when I sit at home, I do my work, I'm constantly busy with work that I don't get paid for these past few years? I mean, I didn't even get paid for it all along. I got paid when I was working, you know? I don't know. Having to set up reward systems and be careful, because when you do one thing, not just talking about rewards, if you do one thing the first time you do it, I mean, you're already getting yourself into a hole not even knowing, because I'm talking about before diagnosis. Things were already going on that you didn't even know how to handle, and then you're already into what you're in, and then it all has to be the same way, but you're battling the in to get the out, to change, to... It's constant. It's constant. It's tiring. I just don't understand why people can't understand that. Why I am the way I am. Because if I would have told you, if I would have showed you, if I would have had you here, if I would have been around and kept coming and wrecking things, you would have realized. And you also should realize that I didn't interfere with your life and make you take on my burden. That was very and is heavy. Please have respect for that. Oh yeah, Steph ain't here. She don't come. She don't care for us. Yeah, well, I did. I came as long as I could. I did what I could until I couldn't do it anymore. I ran myself right into the ground, and I still run myself in the ground worrying about it all. Oh, about what everybody thinks about me, and I'm not going to do that anymore, and that's what I've learned out of this whole thing. Don't worry about what people think about you, because your life is different than theirs. And if they had to live it, they might not even have been able to do it. They would have been making different decisions. Or they would have done the same thing, right? The same thing. So how can any of us sit here and point any fingers at anything? We can't. I'm doing the best I can, and so are you, and that's it. And that's it. Find something we could agree on, or get along with, or mingle with. And I'm telling you, I don't have much time in my life. I don't have much free time. I don't get to go to sleep when I want to. I don't get to go to sleep when I'm tired. I don't get to go out anywhere. I don't get to do anything. They'll say, oh, well, just get respite in home. Just get community living service. Well, you can't leave when community living service comes in here. And it's kicking, screaming, pulling hair, biting, spitting, all kinds of shit like that. You know, maybe it won't be that way now since the age of 20. But you know, you went this far, why really get into it now? I mean, you had 50 million times you tried, and I was told he is not ready. Take him home. I was told we can't start a full day of school like other kids do right now. So it's going to take a long time. We're going to do it in hour intervals every couple months. So I sat in the parking lot. When I finally got it up to an hour and 15 minutes, I found the nearest Big Lots so I could go buy toilet paper and not sit in the parking lot. This is different. This is hard. Would you be crazy? Let's see for a minute, Ted. Oh, yep, I think so. Is she whacked? Man, that coffee tastes good cold. I should add some ice in it. Add some sugar and something and put an iced latte or something. Man, you learn a lot. When you don't have time for shit, nothing, you learn a lot. How to get by, how to survive, everything like that. So that's what I'm saying. I learned a lot out of this. I'm beat though. Hopefully I have enough energy if something does happen to even be able to stand up now. Because I've learned how to do it. And now my physical body's falling apart. It's been since I'm 38. Shit. Had a pregnancy when I'm 24, turning 25. I could have had a lawsuit, but I was told not to. I don't know, man. I tried to do it other people's way. It didn't work. So this is it. This is it. So if there's certain people in my life that are attacking me, and that's just like my friends I'm talking about, they're backing away because they're getting attacked. You know what? You want keep it. Don't bring it, because you're making the good people go away, and you're gonna need them one day. It hurts me to see my friends. It hurt me to see myself get off Facebook. It hurts me when I see other people being attacked. It also hurts my friends. And what do? They stand up for it. They help you. If they can't stand up right then, they talk to you personally afterwards to lift you up, to encourage you. And I'm sorry I haven't been able to encourage people that much in my family. I haven't been able to do what regular people do and just be there all the time. I used to, before I fell into what I'm in. Excuse me, I burped off coffee. That's because I have GERD. I have so many things wrong with me. I have vertigo. I have ear problems. I have knee, back issues so bad. Whiplash since 19. Let's go on. Stomach. Oh, the GERD, the heartburn is terrible. I take a pill every single day. I've been taking it since I'm 38 on my own and doctor prescribed. And they talk about getting cancer from Zantac. So what the, you know? That was the first time I almost swore in this whole video, didn't I? I said, what the So anyway, I don't know. There has been positive that come out of it, but the thing is my voice can't be as, oh, it's been so great. You know, it can't be that way because it's different. And I'm working on being gentle again. I used to be so passive and then passive aggressive. I used to be so people pleasing and all that. I couldn't do it because I had a responsibility that felt like higher than the hugest building in the world. So if you think I don't love you, that's not the truth. And I'm talking mainly to my family. And I have found to be a better person. I haven't been able to share it with you. I've still working on it. But I love you. I love you very much. But I have to love myself. And if loving myself, then I can't do you at the same time. I mean, because that's what I'm saying. I can't multitask that much anymore. And I'm sorry that I didn't send you birthday cards or Christmas cards or gifts. I'm sorry. I've been down on my ass for so long. But it's coming, and believe me, you will get repaid. And I will do more than what I'm supposed to. I wasn't even supposed to repay. But it seems like it has caused a lot of commotion because I've been so needy, I guess, and I've been so, you know, I don't know. I know why I did what I did and why I did it, and I had to. There was no other choice, and that was it. So I'm sorry if I've hurt you. I didn't do it purposely. But sometimes taking care of another problem that's huger than the other problem, you have to pick which one you need to do first. And this first one has been first forever. And now I'm only just now starting to get to the point where I could talk to people on the messenger. That's been in the past 3 years, I think. And now other people are getting pissed at me because I'm not talking to them and they're attacking me. That's strange. But yet they have all the family, all the friends, all everything. And I got the same family. What do you need from me? Let me know. Write it down. If anybody in my family has my channel, write it down what you need from me, so I can work towards repaying it. But when you give something, you just give it. You shouldn't expect anything in return. But I will. I'll give it back somehow. I sound frustrated? I'm actually feeling real good that I could just speak. Yes, I have anger in me. Oh, that don't even talk about the schooling and everything and the questions I got and the accusations and the stuff that supposedly was supposed to be secret or private that you're bringing up from when I'm like 11? My God. I ask God, please help me to be more my voice that's comforting and please help me to be more loving and caring, and I do it all the time. In His timing, I'll be able to. So thank you for everything you've done for me. And thank you, my friends on YouTube that have carried me along. Not expecting anything. It's very freeing. I've learned so much. And I continue to learn so much every day, and I'm just... Do you know that these past 5 years since my mom died, I have probably prayed out of 5 years, maybe 20 times. When I used to go every single day and not miss a day, it was a thing inside that I made an agreement that I gotta pray every day. And do you know when things hit so hard, it changes everything? Like our friend, she lost her kid. How could you expect her to ever be so loving and nice and it takes time. She's the nicest person ever. Alright, well, I'm going to work my way into the shower. I'm going to vacuum. I already swept and did the dishes and cooked, but I got to cook again. I'm going to vacuum. I'm going to try to take a shower. I'm going to, I have more. I have laundry to fold, put away, beds, things, anything that pops up in between, stuff like that. So, yeah, thanks for listening. If you've made it this far, 38 minutes, I could go on for 38 hours straight. I probably could sit here and talk for 38 hours. I got so much to do every day, and you can only do so much. Thank you very much. Thank God for where He's brought me. Thank you. Next time it's running out, see? Next time it'll be more nicer than this, okay? And there's no such thing as more nicer. It's nicer. My grandma used to say, it's not more nicer. It's not more better. It's nicer. It's better. Okay. But I mean more better, more nicer, okay? All right. Love you. Bye.